limitless. The ability to break free. To experience golf in ways you never thought possible. Taking your game to levels once only dreamed of. Welcome to the next generation of golf. This is EA Sports Rory McILROY PGA Tour. Hello again, everyone. This is Rich Lerner here to walk you through some lessons on how to play EA Sports Rory McILROY PGA Tour. We'll start with lessons that teach you how to set up different shots. Let's get started. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents... Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo, here in the state of Washington, getting ready for a wonderful day of golf. Chambers Bay, the site of the action. And Frank, what can you tell us about this course?
Well, if you're not looking at the golf course today, you can certainly look at the scenery, which is fantastic today. The water is just glistening. Those Olympic mountains are just standing out there in the background. But once your mind drifts back to the golf course, you're going to have your game today. Firm and fast, going to play like a true links.
Is the wind a factor?
It is. You get some of those cross-breeze holes, then all of a sudden you really better know exactly how you're striking the ball.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Surely not.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He is just so explosive. Frank should be feeling good after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that. Oh, I like that.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, what do you think about this approach shot here at the second at Chambers Bay?
If you've driven it down the right side, you have a much better view of this green, better access to the flag when it's on the back left. You really want to just avoid that little bunker that cuts in on the right side. There's a little sort of gut on that left side of the green, where it sort of collects the ball.
A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole today.
At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners. Well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it. Lucky devil. That was going in the bunker all the way.
Pretty good shot right there. And getting ready for the putt. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank, standing here on the fourth tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
That was not a very good read right there. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Always take that. Good par putt right there. Well, Frank, here at the fifth, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. Hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right, and those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Let's see what the dominant number one player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Frank, now at the sixth, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though, and everything is in front of you.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, how impressive is this performance so far?
You've got to tip your hat. Really, just play good from the first hole on. Rhythm's good. Hit a lot of good shots. Very smart, very smart decision making as well.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Really locked in. How about 4 birdies now for the round? On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why. There's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed. There's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie.
You know what's better than 2 birdies in a row?
What's that?
3. That's what he's going for.
That's a turkey in bowling, isn't it?
He's no turkey.
Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
From about 8 feet. It happens sometimes, Frank. They don't all drop.
No, but you try telling him right now.
-3 now for the round. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. Frank, the ninth hole is called Olympus. Feels as though Russell Crowe should be standing on the tee, starring in some sort of a movie about the Greek gods.
I knew you'd go like Titans and that down here. But this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich. This isn't for the Greek gods and the Titans of the world. They might think they are, but this is for you and me. This is for everybody. 36 handicappers. We can all play here.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This would give him the par.
Whoa, that was unexplainable. I thought that was easily going to be a par.
Now I'll have to focus, try to make bogey. Bit of a disappointment there. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop, just stand still for a second, almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Bottom of the barrel, and now with 2 under. Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that dune out of play, that's for sure, in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than, they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just, as I said, hit it over that dune, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of this green, so you've got to be on the right level. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Bublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 9th hole, it appears, has taken him right out of his game. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. That's a head scratcher, no other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Putt for par. Needs one. Nice par to remain 1 under. Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
Excellent position and just a huge shot. Frank, what's the best way to get at the 13th here?
Avoid those ridges left and right, or the mounds, should I say. That bunker that's well placed in the front of the green, obviously you've got to carry that, but this one you've really got to keep it in line with the middle of the green.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. 8-foot putt here. Now 2 to the good side. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Has his par. At last, Frank, a break from those long par 4s. We just played 5 par 4s in a row. Now the par 3 15th.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree, one of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15, it's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in a US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, and then go straight at it.
He'll be pleased with that. The approach shot is about 12 feet away. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Lining this one up for par. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
And Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
This is an awkward length. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Settles in over the putt. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards, and all sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of the US Open.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I tell you, a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Now to the 18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. So finishes the round with a 66. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today we're here at Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the action. Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
We've got a big golf course in front of us today. Robert Trent Jones II designed this golf course really to fit in with these marvelous surroundings. But consequently, we have like what I would call almost an inland links. It's going to play like that. Ideally, you'd like to play this golf course through the air, but it's very exposed to the elements.
Rich, that was a heat-seeking missile. That is out there.
And they make it look so easy, and we know it isn't, but when you hit tee balls that long and that straight, it does make the game kind of simple. This is a good-looking shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Back-to-back birdies, we'll see. One under early in the round. Frank should be feeling good after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. He just missed the bunker. Frank, what do you think about this approach shot here at the second at Chambers Bay?
If you've driven it down the right side, you have a much better view of this green, better access to it, the flag when it's on the back left. You really want to just avoid that little bunker that cuts in on the right side. There's a little sort of gut on that left side of the green, where that sort of collects the ball.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
So close. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Good stroke right there. That's a par, and stays at 1 under. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So close, just a tap in from there. Did the job right there. Frank, here on the fourth tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short, off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4, measuring 495 yards. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Now that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Still a snack, though.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting. game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Little uphill to this green, Frank. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Now 2 to the good side. Ready to tee off here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there. Another hole that bends to the right, but find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par 4s. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
And they're close, about 8 feet from the cup. 8-foot putt here. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, this is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4. It's over 500 yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hummocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one greenside bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
So, 3rd shot now for Rory McIlroy. Solid play, heart of the green. These putts keep the round together. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Has this now for bogey. Now at -2 for the day. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And with that, he'll go to 3 under. Really good mix of holes here at Chambers Bay. And Frank, we finished this front side with a par 3 after just having come off that long par 5.
And it's a beauty too. The tee is some 100 feet up in the air, so you get a great view of this magnificent golf course, and you realize why it's called a true links. This green here, though, it looks rather daunting, well bunkered on the right side, but you can see enough of it. And once again, links, use the bounce, and you can still kick one in there close.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. So he's hit it inside 30 feet. Not his best, but still a chance.
Yeah, the odd 28-footer, and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. So a tester from 4 feet. A good effort and a good par putt. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Oh, look out, here he comes. 4 under par now after that birdie. Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that June out of play, that's for sure, in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just, as I said, hit it over that June, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of the screen, so you've got to be on the right level.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Just a beautiful approach shot. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, I thought that was in. You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. Four under on the day. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
2, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
This is a good-looking shot. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. That's a head scratcher, no other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Needs this for par. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. Well, too bad, he gives one back. 13th hole now, it's a dogleg right, par 4, Frank.
But at 534 yards, you need an eagle eye, which is the name of the hole, to find exactly where you want to hit this. Doglegs to the right, there is a fairway that's plenty wide to accept a good tee shot. And then from there on in, it's actually a relatively straightforward second shot, providing you can miss that bunker that's just short in the middle of the green.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. But you have to like that. 4 under. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay. And by this point, the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, par 4s, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there.
Should be safely on deck.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. At last, Frank, a break from those long par 4s. We just played 5 par 4s in a row. Now the par 3 15th.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree, one of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15, it's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in the US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, and then go straight at it.
Frank, see if he can get the hat trick here.
Oh, things are looking so good. Strokes good, swings good. Let's see if it goes in.
Well, this is impressive now. 6 under par and 2 straight birdies. Now to the 3-hole finishing stretch here at Chambers Bay, and we get it started with a relatively short par 4. It's a 423-yard hole, the 16th, Frank.
Bend slightly to the right. There's a huge bunker all the way down the right side that sort of starts, I don't know, maybe about 100 yards off the tee, goes all the way to the green. You go right, and then you realize why this hole is called beached.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Settles in over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, you don't need just a caddy out here at Chambers Bay. Seems like you need a sports psychologist. You start thinking about the names of these holes. Beached at 16, and what's 17 called?
Derailed, and you can see why too. That green's perched up there. If you've got the round going in the wrong direction, this is not a hole to start on. So if you've got a run going, it's just a good tee shot that lands around the front there, and you just take a 3 here. This is not a time to be a hero.
Seems to like it. And headed for the fat part of the green.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Second shot.
So he didn't hit the green in regulation, but he still has a reasonably good chance to save his par, about 10 feet away. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
What a tremendous display of power and precision. Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Birdie try up next. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. How about 7 under par now? Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We are at the home of golf, Scotland, the old course at St. Andrews. Frank, what are some of the distinctive features to this wonderful old course?
I think when you just sort of look at the bullet points, people are going to look at the shared greens and how huge they are and the pot bunkers, but it has the most famous par 4 in the world. That's the road hole. And of course it has the most famous bunker, which is the road hole bunker. You couldn't build it today, hit across the corner of a hotel and hit it to a green that's got a road behind it, but it works. Oh, it's perfect. That is a huge opening tee shot.
Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing, to say the least.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole.
It's that sneaky distance.
Man,
just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Spieth has this for par. Even par early on. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but left is always the safe side of the golf course, because the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. So into red figures at 1 under. Frank should be feeling good after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that. Oh, I like that. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. They actually have a few courses at the home of golf, St. Andrews, and one is called the New Course. That's 100 years old, the New Course. So imagine how old the old course is if the new one is a century old. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Nice par to remain 1 under. Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the fourth at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee has really made 4 a very hard par 4. Two ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
And about 1 1/4 left to the hole. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Over the putt, this is Jordan Spieth. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But if you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Not quite where he wanted it, but it is on the green, and that's not too bad. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Could it be? That is a cross-country putt right there.
Up and over the ridge. That's a seagull.
Now at the 6th, not a particularly long hole, Frank, par 4.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot. You've got an idea where you want to hit, but there's a series of 3 bunkers. They're called the coffins down the left side, as well as some pop bunkers down the right. So this requires a very accurate tee shot.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
This has been a great performance so far, but Frank, a long ways to go. Do you ever worry about complacency?
Yeah, sometimes it just looks like it's too easy. At the moment, the putts are going in, the iron shots are going close enough, but some things, they don't happen by accident. He's got to still keep concentrating right now.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. 8-foot putt here. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Settles in over the putt. 3 under on the day. Continuing from the oldest championship in the game. It's the Open Championship at the old course at St. Andrews. Here at the 7th hole now, Frank.
Yeah, you try and hit your tee shot over a little stone there. It's called the March stone. That's a good line for like left of center. And, well, if you can just work it off that, good tee shot. You're only going to have a pitch in here to a green that's set up very high.
Well, now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Nice par to remain 3 under. Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play, and it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here. Well, this is straight at it.
That's a really good line. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. He was fooled a little bit on that one, Frank. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good effort and a good par putt. And Frank, the Open Championship coming back to the home of golf this summer.
Yeah, and remember, too, the last time it was here, Louis Oosthuizen at the 9th hole, he had no problem driving this par 4. So let's see if you can do the same. If you can carry that last bunker down there, there's every chance that your tee shot can run onto this very flat green.
Excellent looking shot here. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
And getting ready for the putt. He's made it. Now at the 10th, Bobby Jones loved this hole, didn't he?
And that's why it's been renamed Bobby Jones. Drivable for a lot of the players, but if you're going to have a crack at this green, avoid the gorse down the left side, as well as the 2 pot bunkers that are in line with the right side of this green.
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it. Stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Man,
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect for the reasons why it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
That can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Jordan Spieth can really roll it, has good feel. And let's see what he does with this putt. Continuing to play really well. That's another birdie. Now 4 under for the tournament. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Now to the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The 2 bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, then you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly. Oh, I like that.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Oh, I thought he had that.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your 3rd shot to 14.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Not quite where he wanted it, but it is on the green, and that's not too bad. Over the putt, this is Jordan Spieth. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Dropping like dominoes out here. 6 under par. Another birdie. Frank, the 15th here at the old course, just a classic example of links golf, where you might be aiming for something that isn't even on the golf course.
Exactly. There's a nice line there. In between the 2 humps that you can see in front of you off the tee, if you keep looking down, you'll see the church steeple. That's the perfect line for the tee shot. Got to be careful with the second shot coming up. You see the 16th tee and out of bounds to the right of this green, and that little pot bunker that protects the front.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
That's not what they wanted. Way off target. Oh, man, not a good shot at all.
It was wicked.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole. And what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Seems to like it. So he's headed for the green. Can't hide the flag stick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, I thought he made that. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Good, confident stroke. That's what you like to see. Putting for par. Stays at 6 under. Frank, this really is an amazing hole. The road hole, 17 at the old course.
Yeah, the biggest problem really is the tee shot right in front of you. How brave are you? How much can you take it over the corner of that clubhouse? You'll see a sign in front of you, the old course hotel. Ideally, you want to take it over the U in course, and that should find the center of the fairway. You go a little further right of that, and you better hit it long.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. You knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
For par. And he makes it for par. Frank, no ordinary finishing hole, is it?
No, the 18th is named Tom Morris, one of the greats of the game many a year ago. And, of course, every great player has walked across Swilcan Bridge. You'll get the opportunity to do that after you hit that tee shot. If you're very long, you can drive this green, but avoid the Valley of Sin. Enjoy the walk all the way up golf's most famous finishing hole. That's an absolute beauty.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Frank, is this one going to be okay?
Yeah, just a little right. Seemed like good contact.
Pretty close. You'll be looking at about 15 feet for birdie.
Now, it's that sneaky distance.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
And getting ready for the putt. And with that, a very strong performance. It's a round of 66. Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for Frank Nobilo and our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.